to make accessibility of cell and gene therapy and new modality of medicine a reality. We focus more on the values that it can be brought into the end user, putting about 70 very highly committed and senior people from industry worldwide. Whatever we do, it comes to humanity, it comes to patients. My name is Alexander Seyf. I'm the founder and CEO of two companies. One is Act for Hope, another one is Autolomous. They're fulfilling almost the same prophecy and the same purpose, is really to make accessibility of cell and gene therapy and new modality of medicine a reality. But we have a higher mission in Autolomous, which is basically bring a digitization as a de facto element to make the business model viable for within medicine. So Autolomous we build this platform, which we call it digital platform, we call it AutoloMATE as a platform name. It encompasses different functionalities and different services. And these services brings in everything from manufacturing to quality management to logistics, all under one hood. So you have a coherence approach to making reality and accessibility, and makes the benefit of technology by bringing this new life-saving medicine more cost-effective and scalable to patients. And how we always think about technology can be very complicated, right? But you don't need to go under the hood to understand what it brings as value. We focus more on the values that it can be brought into the end user, rather than really be focused on technology, because technology is changing all the time. You need to really think about the attributes that each user wants to, at the end of the day, to bring the capabilities they cannot achieve without it. So we always ask the market, what is it that you're missing today? What is it that you're inspired to do? What is it that makes your job easier? And our job is to translate that to technical capabilities that bring that to reality. I would say with a great humbleness, we have been pretty good in listening. And at the end of the day, if you're a good listener, you're a good executor. So we have done it very efficiently within the cell and gene therapy and advanced therapy. Now we're expanding our remit, not just to be cell and gene therapy focused, but how we can get that learning out of a journey of 7 years to wider perspective of life sciences. So with our new services that are coming up this year and next year, we're going to be more agnostic to cell and gene therapy, but bring that an amazing experience we have even to wider audience. Because it's like, if you can go to a very curvy, Formula One track, you can do the streets much easier. So we believe that what we have learned in cell and gene therapy, it's so advanced and complicated, we can really practice in a much simpler or more streamlined processes outside of it. And we are very proud of that. So I started the Act for Hope as an initiative a couple of years ago, but now we brought it to reality. We bring a new company. It's a non-for-profit, and it's literally putting about 70 very highly committed and senior people from industry worldwide with a mission of bringing reality and realization to cell and gene therapy from different perspectives. So we have 5 themes, and one is standardization. The second one is knowledge sharing. Number 3 is education. Number 4 is payers, which is a very important element within this industry that brings viability. And 5th is patients. How we can think about patients, not just pre-treatment, but also post. How we can bring that experience and make it more easy for patients to walk through, because cell and gene therapy is not like putting a syringe, taking blood out, putting it out. There's the whole walk of preparation and customer journey or patient journey that is very important to put in mind. And there are 70 people who are really committed and really with the main objective of bringing value selflessly to the industry and help the industry to have a better footing and to really embrace collaboration. And that's the whole thing is about. And obviously we use all different means, being networking, bringing technology capabilities to bear to realize this mission and vision.
Fantastic. And you spoke about asking people in the market, what do they want, what are their needs? What's the feedback been like when you ask those questions?
It's amazing. Very few times. So as a technologist, you always take things for granted, right? You say, well, I hear what you're saying. I don't listen, but I hear what you're saying. And let me bring something which I think is going to be good for you. but that thinking is more guessing, right? So I don't know before I listen to you what you need. So we forget about that. We don't say what technology can do for you. We ask a very simple question. What is it missing in today's work, job, passion? What is it that prevents you to get inspired to do more? What prevents you to bring more reality to your vision as an individual? And by listening to that, we identify there are many things that they are small but with greater impact. So if for us to jointly with audience to prioritize what is the common denominator of that pain and create a platform of technology that can support it, but be adaptable enough so you can personalize it for yourself by configuring that platform to your own setting. And that's what I think it's very important of listening attributes, not like hearing, but listening really. And they are small pieces, right? Sometimes you want to be able to, I just give you a very layman perspective, right? I want each time I invent a process or I do something very unique, I want to be able to reuse it. So I want to have a cut and paste of, I've done that piece of the process, I will reuse it many times. So how can I have that asset in my AutoloMATE so I can reuse it? I mean, it's a simple thing, but today you need to redraw it every time. But in digital form, you don't need to redraw it. You can really disseminate those different assets and create a library out of it and reuse it. And that's one of the main things that our platform brings in is agility and flexibility for you to really reuse the assets that you're creating as you go forward.
And so what are you hoping to get today at Advanced Therapies 2026?
Positive attitude. Right now we are living in a very uncertain world, but we all as human beings, we need to have one mission before our end of the day, which is negative, but we need to make some contribution to the humanity, some contribution to greater good. We are spending majority of our time at work, so I want to see that spirit of, I want to be selfless. I want not just to do it for me and my families, but I want to do it for other people. And I believe this biotech is a great example of being selfless, because ultimately, whatever we do, it comes to humanity, it comes to patients who we will never ever know, and they will never know about us. So what a great place to exercise that philosophy. So I see people are in the midst of the whole turmoil geopolitically, they are still positive, they still believe, and most importantly, I think we are learning that if I do something repeatedly wrong, it must be something wrong what I do, so I need to try different things. So trying different approaches, I see more and more, and that gives me hope.
Amazing. A hopeful note to end on indeed. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.